Welcome to Peden Stadium in Athens, Ohio. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Temple Owls and the Ohio Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. The Bobcats will kick off first, and here we go. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Running inside, it's Smith. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And the Owls with the 1st and 10. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab past the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
The run inside. It's Smith. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
The Owls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. This time he wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. The 50. The 40. The 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They're going to run it to the right. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Pressure coming, and they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Might be calling a hot route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the right side. Let's talk for just a second about Ohio. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. A give to Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. What these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
The Bobcats have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and then at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Here we go, ready. Let's get up. 18, ready, go, go. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. It's a six. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Ready, go. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And so far early in this game, and you've got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality, and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Smith.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the right side. There he goes. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Catch in the middle. It's Chase. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Owls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going for a big play downfield. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Owls. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Number 7, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Going deep. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Connection to the right. He smashes his way through again. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest versus the Akron Zips. And it's the Demon Deacons who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there.
The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Starting this third quarter on the ground. Breaks into the open. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Bobcats. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Makes the grab. It's Clark. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. Well, that's a great start to this.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going with the ground game left. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll run it to the right. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Hey, guys, I'll be really curious to watch this offense down the stretch and see how they handle this. They've got a big lead. They can probably just continue to run the football. I like how the running back stayed in bounds right there, too. Keep the clock moving. Or do they like their numbers? Do they want to continue to put the gas pedal to the floor, be aggressive, try to score points? Be interested to see how they handle this situation.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to him. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Bobcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Bermudez. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Throws to the tight end. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll go to the ground. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Bobcats looking to convert on fourth down.
2290 Mountain. 2290 Mountain. Ready? Hydro. Western. Sweep. Ready, go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The give to the lone running back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Wants to adjust the pattern.
Return. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to the ground game on the left. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Ohio! And they take it in for 6 more points. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Ohio, 41, Temple, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Goes high to pull it in. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this
They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Chase. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Turning it on. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Was to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Making side adjustments here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking downfield on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is...
He's going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. Speeding down the left side. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
Number 7 seems to kick off.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Ready? Wide, 53. Bubba. Go.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's taking the shot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. This time he wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He might want another play.
Go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. The Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Sweep. Go.
Wants to throw it again, and why not? Punts it out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Zings it complete to the right. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Let it go.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hardy. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.